Life? Okay, I got this recording now. This is Darthur's life. We're going to be doing something a bit different today. So I don't even know if this is working. God, this is complicated. Somehow I recorded a bit of this game with somehow missing my commentary, which, fine. Accidents happen. That is a big accident. However, I don't know exactly what happened because, as you can see, there's actually no sound for the game. So this is my commentary after the fact, and I'm sorry. I'll try to make sure that doesn't happen again. So as it's so annoying because this is kind of an important part. So obviously I have to. I'm happy this game has subtitles because this without subtitles would be terrible for you to watch basically. So yeah, you just have to throw about it. They didn't make SARS important in this game. Oh, it's a pity. Right now she's kicking him and calling him a terrible evil monster. It's pretty amusing actually. You evil monster. Well, strange since I consider her an evil monster for her experimentation on Bane. Yeah, I don't care that you wanted to stop the experiment, you started it. Okay, whatever. So this is going to be very awkward for me to, because now now I have to talk kind of through the entire thing and not just when there's free time to talk. I'll try to stay topical to what's happening, but it's hard because I can't read the subtitles because I'm recording on something where the screen's small. By the way, God, he's the joke, of course he's insane. And Penelope Young is dead. What a pity, I'm so sad. This is going to be one of the strangest videos. I'm going to have like 3 that work like this. Because I'm going to combine 2 together, which would make 4. No, that's pretty amusing. How he's crazy for thinking he runs the asylum. Harley Quinn might have a point though. How many times has this game mentioned a potty? So I'm going to have like 3 videos like this, and I'm sorry, there's nothing I can really do about it. So I was able to jump over him just fine. I don't remember how this fight went. I've been ooh. Yeah, I saw that coming. I've been playing, like I spent the last 3 hours playing Batman Arkham Origins. And like I said, I do want to get up on my channel, although I might wait a little. I can do Arkham City just fine, but I'm not as good at Arkham Origins, and by that I mean there's some things in it that are just plain difficult for me even today. It took me a good 30 minutes to get the boss fight with. I don't know how much I can talk about. I don't have to spoil it. Everybody knows what one of the hardest boss fights is, with all the counters. If you've played the game, you know which boss fight I'm talking about. Wow. So yeah, this is what I consider the end of the second part of the game. I consider the end of the first part after you defeat Bane and Gordon leaves on the board. I consider this the end of the second part, where now Warden, the Warden's been kidnapped. So now you kind of have to follow her. Follow Harley Quinn, who's kidnapped the Warden. It's a pity. I don't know what I was saying. I'm sorry. You know me, I say a lot of random things when recording these games, so I have no clue what I was saying there. What comments I've made. Okay, this is going to be so hard. It's going to be really fucking hard. At least I can't see this. Can I get this bigger? Gotham, Gotham is Blackgate's penitentiary once had a gallows tree from which 313 criminals with death sentences were hanged. The ward from that tree was written by an inmate into the puppet Scarface, and that inmate was murdered by Arnold Wasco, the man who soon fell under Scarface's influence. Almost believe that Scarface is simply a tool through which Wasco, as the criminal mastermind, the ventriloquist, acts on the dark side to his personality. Wasco himself believes that Scarface is possessed by the souls who died beneath the gallows tree, and the puppet actually motivates him to commit the duo's many crimes. I actually really like ventriloquist and Scarface, and I know I mentioned two fan-made swords that actually use ventriloquist and Scarface, and I'll post links to both of them in full on YouTube below. I like ventriloquist and Scarface, I really do. A lot of the ventriloquist and Scarface issues I own are, of course, written by Alan Grant, who is the person who created the characters in the first place. So that only makes sense, I suppose. I was not impressed with the second ventriloquist, the Mormon Peyton Riley, who I don't have a lot of, and I think we've known her origin for a while now. But it just doesn't terribly impress me. I do have a first appearance for Alpha That's Worth. I don't remember what it is. I mean, it was a good. The first appearance is a good issue of it all, but I liked Arnold Wasco. I have the issue where he was found murdered. I have the issue where the second ventriloquist appears and it references the murder. And I have a lot of ventriloquist and Scarface issues before that. One is the 2001, I think it was, maybe 2002, Batman Scarface, a psychodrama. So post a link to that in the description. It's a one shot, pretty good. Scarface, Professional Criminal, black eyes, black hair, 2'6", 18 pounds. Detective Comics issue 583 in 1988, which I do not own. I think I have the second storyline, which should be the Return of Scarface. That's not right. I'm pretty sure I have the second storyline. I have a Trail Christian Scarface, but I don't own the first one, which was 2 issues, 583 and 584. Puppet animated with airy. Fuck that fearsome magnitude by the ventriloquist, figuratively wields undersized but lethal weaponry. When teamed with the ventriloquist, acts as an old-style Marbos with a sociopathic disregard for human life. I really like the character of ventriloquist and Scarface. I just do. It looks like the video is about to stop. So again, this is awkward and I'm sorry, but there's not much I can do about it. I'll be back, I guess, as soon as the video stops. Yeah. This will be a blast. Okay guys, I guess we're back. I think it's recording. We just finished ventriloquist Scarface's profile. Yeah, so the awkward thing, I mean there's tons of awkward things about this, is that I'm recording this narration after this commentary is after I recorded anything in my next 15 videos. So the narration for this has been recorded on March the 26th, 2015, of course. And most of the videos you'll see after I get done with this awkward, silent stuff is I'm getting the upgrade armor for V4, which again, who can argue with getting armor upgrade? More health, who can argue with it? It's hard because I mean, I'm not concentrating on the game as much right now. So, I mean, hopefully you are, but you have to endure my not focusing on the game. Right now, I need to follow the Warden's DNA trail to figure out where Harley is taking him. And yeah, here we see that I've almost completely owned everything in the Arkham Mansion. And I'll even be getting another one of those off the list, like in about less than 2 minutes. So, yeah, most of the video should be seen after the part where the game is missing its sound. I recorded before now, so the narration for these videos, and I think there's only going to be 2 more after this one that are going to be silent, is much more up to date than the narration commentary for the other videos, which means I have good ample time to talk about something. It doesn't matter, I'm not going to be able to get it up online. Oh yeah, it took me forever to find these last 3 Joker teeth. I didn't know about these until I read about them on TV trucks. Yeah, they're up here on the second floor, and I didn't even know those were second floor because there are no stairs to get up here. So yeah, that means this commentary is more up to date, which gives me time to talk about something that was just signed by Governor Mike Pence, the Republican governor of the state I live in. That was signed just today. In a private ceremony, he signed the Indiana, what anybody, what I would consider with a brain calls it, the right to discriminate bill, where businesses now have the right to, the normal thing is cake makers won't have to make a cake for a gay couple. Photographers won't have to take a photograph of a gay wedding. All this, that kind of stuff. Basically, if you're a business and somebody is in a group that is against your religious, your hard-line religious beliefs, you don't have to solve them. You don't have to give them your service. Well, that's nice. I mean, I could make an example if somebody would then could refuse, could force a black person out of his restaurant because black people, his religion is against them. I don't know. I mean, it pisses me off so much, and the worst thing about it are the conservatives online bending over backwards to try to prove how this is not discrimination. Okay, the politicians who pass the laws are one thing. They're terrible in their own right. But the conservatives who defend the laws disgust me even more. If I said some of the things I thought about some of these conservatives online, I'd probably go to jail for inciting violence against them. I hate conservatives with a fiery passion. I hate anti-gay. I am on the Indiana Progressive Laborers page. It's a page of progressive laborers in Indiana, Democrats. They're accepting by the left leaning, basically. I mean, I doubt. I mean, if you're like obviously a conservative troll, then here I talk about. Then I put down a thing that yeah, it's an explosive jar thing to hopefully knock the others down, so then I can take them out by gliding down. I don't remember how all that worked. So I don't like conservatives. I just don't. On the Indian Progressive Labor's page, I mentioned that what was this? Well, I called Mike Pence a dick because he is a dick. And anybody on the Progressive Labor's page saw accept that. But no, I was called a bigot. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. So now if you call out bigots, you yourself are being a bigot. That makes no sense to me. Logically, then what am I supposed to do? Say, oh, okay, it's just a law I disagree with? But I mean, it's a fine law. I mean, what am I supposed to do? How do I not be a bigot? No, guess what? When somebody does something I don't like, I am going to call them out. And if they do something bigoted, like Mike Pence, I will call them a bigot. And me calling someone a bigot does not make me, in turn, a bigot. That's not how it works. It just isn't. So Mike Pence signed the Religious Freedom Law, where businesses can now discriminate against anybody who goes against their religious beliefs. Yeah. I want a t-shirt. You can like get self-made t-shirts. You can decide what the t-shirt says. I want a t-shirt. I want to wear this t-shirt into all the businesses in Indiana I go into. Would you refuse me your business if you knew I was gay? No, I'm not gay. I'm a straight white male. But I support gay equality, marriage equality, all of that as much as anyone else. I'm a progressive liberal. I make no bones about it. I have no doubt that if my figures ever became popular, the fact that I talk about politics would piss some people off. Not that I really give a fuck. Is anybody who would piss off are generally either the P's. I hate the term PC liberals, but they are out there who don't want to offend any. They're the same type of people. Oh well, I'm an atheist, but I don't want to offend anybody. Fuck you. The very fact that you're an atheist and you exist is going to be an offense to some people. Why not just actually? That's a pity. This is a good conversation too. It's one of the more amusing, handsome conversations. They're talking about how they. I mean, you can read the subtitles just fine. Somebody's question again. You can read the subtitles, but pay attention more to the subtitles than me right now, because I don't. I want you to read the subtitles, which gives me time to type to somebody. Which I'm sorry about. It's just awkward this way. Yeah, I mean, it's a great conversation. It really is. I mean, they're just. Somebody's noted, I don't remember where it was, that half the fun of this game is just waiting around and listening to the conversations these people hold. Whoa, all of you just set that all up. This is supposed to be an ambush. So, yeah, besides that, which, again, annoys me a lot, pisses me off a lot. I hate Governor Mike Pence. I didn't vote for him. He only won with 49% of the vote. The thing is, I voted third party. I didn't vote for John Gregg, the Democrat, because John Gregg was too conservative for me. John Gregg supports the Second Amendment. John Gregg opposed gay marriage, and John Gregg was pro-life. I'm sorry, I am a Democrat. I am not going to vote for somebody just because they're a Democrat if they are pro-life, support guns, and oppose abortion, and oppose gay marriage. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're the lesser of two evils. The lesser of two evils is so fucking evil, and that's just how it works. So I didn't vote for the Democrat, I voted for the Libertarian. Which means you could say, some people could say I contributed to Mike Pence being elected because he won with less than 50% margin. The Libertarian took enough votes away that if people voted not for him, but for the Libertarians, Rupert Boneham, the guy from Survivor. And the reason I generally don't like Libertarians, but I like them more than Republicans, and Rupert's actually pro-choice, which is the only reason I voted for him. So, I mean, Rupert, and the thing is, I get a sense that enough Democrats or Labourers voted for Rupert over John Gregg that I think it's fair to say that if the Democrats, if the Labourers who voted for him did vote for him, maybe John Gregg would have won. I don't know. Maybe he would have. I don't care. John Gregg would have won by 43 years, actually a progressive Labour, but he wasn't, so I didn't vote for him. I'm not going to apologize for not voting for him. I did vote for Joe Donnelly. I'm not going to vote for moderate Labourers, and there's others to it. If Democrats don't like it, maybe Democrats should rank candidates with bows and not people who are half Republican. Because I don't vote for Republican light. I don't vote for moderate Democrats. I vote for progressive Labourers, and that's it. I will not vote for a Democrat who, at this point, I don't even want to vote for a Democrat who opposes marijuana legalization. For me, that's getting to an issue where there is a must. You must be pro-choice. You must support gay marriage. You must support legalizing marijuana. Those are my three political musts. There are other things I would like to add, like you must not worship Israel, but not much I can do about that. Almost everybody worships Israel. There are a couple who don't, but sadly Israel worship is common in the Democrats, along with being common for the Republicans, which pisses me off, because I don't like Israel. I don't think they should get any money from the United States. I would cut our funding to Israel in a second if I had the power. And I'd probably back the Palestinians at the very least. This wasn't a bad fight, not terribly creative. I'd back the Palestinians to the point that well, I don't know. This video's kind of about to end. I'd back them to the point where that was a mistake. You know, when they get to the International Criminal Court, which the US isn't even a part of, which is a disgrace. You know, because that means when we commit war crimes, we can be brought in front of them because, hey, we are under signatory mambo. Convenient how that works. So nice how I hate US American imperialism and US exceptionalism. The video is about to end, I guess. It's hard to tell. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Sorry for this strange video.